What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is the Humble Lector, and today we got another figure from this No Way Home wave. This is the fourth figure, and this is of course Matt Murdock. I think this is a figure that a lot of people are looking forward to, and this is of course using totally new body molds, which I'm actually very excited to check out. So yes, in today's video, what we are going to do is of course check out the figure, articulation, accessories, and do some comparisons and share with you my thoughts and my opinions. So yes, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so let's start off here with the packaging, and I always like this kind of retro style. It makes a very good display all around, looking really cool. As we can see the figure here right off the box, no in terms of swapping or whatsoever, and I do like the design on this. And if we go on to the back here, it says, with Peter under investigation by the Department of Damage Control, Matt Murdock steps in knowing the web slinger will need a really good lawyer. So this is of course a very cool figure to have. And now let's just unbox this bad boy up. Okay, so we have the Matt Murdock figure, and in terms of accessories, there isn't too much on him, but I gotta say he actually is still very cool, because we have to keep in mind that this is a totally new body mold here. And yes, we have the updated legs, we have the updated arms and all that good stuff. So hopefully going into the future, all the suited figures we're gonna have will be using this body mold. No more the Mr. Negative half there. We're gonna get this new body mold, which does look very cool, very solid looking indeed. Accessory wise, we have the cane here, which does give you a little bit more of some stabilization when you are posing him around. And we have the brick here, which we are going to have a closer look on him. So as you can see, we have the newspaper writing on him. We have the ones that says Mysterio was right, which also is really cool. We believe in Mysterio, sorry. So yes, we believe in Mysterio. Nice texture all around. Very awesome looking accessory. And yeah, you can kind of grab it into this pose here, which just now I did try, and it kind of worked. So you can go into like that, where he was grabbing it from the window, which is of course really cool. And I was just super ecstatic and super happy to finally see Charlie Cox come in as Daredevil into the MCU. I think this was just really awesome. I know there wasn't a lot of gas in the cinema because not a lot of people followed Netflix, but I think he really did a really great job. It'll be really awesome to see him in the MCU. So yes, we have the Matt Murdock figure here, looking really nice all around. I know a lot of people are bumming him in terms of his head here, but it isn't too bad. I think this is maybe below the Tobey Maguire standard. Of course, we have the super good likeness like the Andrew Garfield and also William Dafoe. This one here isn't too bad. I think the problem with this is of course the specs on this, because I did see people take off his glasses and that did improve a lot. But of course with his red glasses here, he does look kind of derpy, but still not too bad at all. So really awesome figure. Of course, we have the body here, looking really nice. And yeah, like I mentioned before, pinless joints all around. Nice gray color as well. So yeah, definitely you can use this figure for a lot of things, for your customizations. And with that being said, now let's go on to articulation. So in terms of the articulation here, he go up all the way back this much, which is really awesome. He does use a disc joint downwards here all the way, and of course you can rotate it, and you do get some nice tilting movement here. For the arms, you get a very nice Y pose here, which is really awesome. And you have your bicep swivel, double jointed pinless elbows, which does go back very nicely. And we have the rotation and a hinge up and down on his wrist. And in terms of his torso here, you can crunch forward here, which isn't too bad. Backwards is a little bit more. It isn't too much hindered with the jacket because it is open, so not too bad. So this is how it actually looks. His tie is also not glued onto him, so you can actually just play around like that. Isn't too bad. And also going on to his waist here, you have some nice waist swivel, Going on to the legs, you can spread out this much here, and of course you can kick forward very, very nicely. You have your upper thigh swivel, double jointed pinless knees, which does go back very, very nicely. And I think the ankle pivots here is really cool, because if you go back, you can see that the shoe does go over his pants here, and it does go inside, so it will give him a little bit more range of motion. And also the ankle pivot on this isn't too bad. It is of course flatter compared to the normal looking suit here. So as you can see, I'm just putting him here, and he does stand in very, very nicely. And of course, measuring out this figure, he does stand in at about the 6-inch mark. And of course, the main thing that you guys want to see, this is with the King Daredevil figure and also the Netflix Daredevil. So as you can see from his body size, it isn't the fully super accurate, because this one is definitely bulkier with his suit. This one here, he does have more the civilian size, so it is of course a little bit more scrawny. And let's see and do some head swaps here. So this is how he actually looks with this. It isn't too bad for my liking. It's of course quite small compared to his head. And in case if you guys want to know, yeah, it doesn't work. So as you can see there, his head is just too big for this body mold here. And this is how the Netflix series characters do look. So we have the Elektra figure here. We have also Luke Cage, and we have the Kingpin, which of course did recently come out from the Disney Plus wave, and we have the red suit Daredevil figure. And here we're gonna have him next to the Everett Ross body mold, which I think this is one of the worst, because it's absolutely a nightmare to make him stand. But yeah, this is how basically it used to look like versus now. So you can see there's a lot of upgrades they've added to this whole new body mold. And here we have him next to the other Matt Murdock figure. So this is how it actually looks. This is the comic version, and also this. So in case, I know a lot of you are wondering if you can do some head swaps, and that is exactly what we are going to do. So here is how he looks like. Not too bad at all in terms if you guys want to do a comic representation of Matt Murdock with a new body mold. And yeah, this is how it actually looks like with the yellow suit, which I gotta say, he actually looks quite decent. So I'm gonna have him next year. So you can see that, yeah, he actually looks very, very nicely. So probably I might pose him into this one here as well. And we're gonna do a little bit more some head swaps right now. So now it's just a fun time to kit bash. So we have the other Spider-Man here. So, and just play around here. So sorry if I'm just talking and not. So this isn't too bad as well. The body mold isn't too bad for him. Just a little bit too red. But yeah, he still looks really, really cool. I doubt we will ever see this in the MCU version. And here I have him, the Cyclops figure, which of course is using the same one as with the Daredevil, which I can't really find for the life of me. So in case if you guys want to do that, first one here is with the mask, and this is a bit hard to put him, but yeah, it doesn't really work. And let's just see if this one works, because the skin tone here doesn't match. And yeah, it isn't the greatest, but I do prefer this, to be honest. I think even though that the skin tone doesn't match, I think this still does look better compared to the other ones, in case if you guys want the comic version of Matt Murdock. And so measuring out this figure, he does stand in at about the 6-inch mark. And here we have him next to his client, Peter Parker, the Spider-Man. So this is really awesome. I do like the height difference between these two figures. And of course, these are the other characters that we have gotten so far from this No Way Home. Of course, going to include also the Final Battle suit here. And I gotta say, it looks really, really awesome. And here he is next to the Mayfax Stealth suit and also the SHF Spider-Man. And in case if you guys want to get into your fighting mode, we have the Jada Toys Ryu and also the Ken from SHF. So that is it with the Matt Murdock figure, and for a rating, I would give him a solid 7.5 out of 10. I think a lot of people are saying that this is one of the weakest, but this wave is amazing, and this figure is still really nice. Of course, the head sculpt could have been better, but I think it's still very decent, and it does give you a matte Murdock vibe. We have totally new body molds here, which I really do like. Awesome, awesome figure here. Very nice to make him stand, as you can see from here. So it is overall very cool. And of course, you can kit bash him as much as you want. Very, very nice. So yeah, definitely really awesome to have this figure. Of course, these are just my thoughts and my opinions. Leave yours in the comment section down below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, do click the like and smash the subscribe button. If you guys want to follow me, you can do so on my Instagram at the Humble Lector. And I'll see you guys in the next one.